Welcome to Loving Energy Recharge and your daily Oracle card reading for March the 4th. We are continuing the pattern for the month of March using these Psychic Tarot Oracle cards. These are by John Holland and focusing on one card a day, keeping things simple, keeping things mindful, and embodying the message that will serve the highest good for the collective of who's going to be listening to this message today or at any day in the future. So our overall card today is card number 3. We have another card number 3. Now, yesterday we had a number 3 as well. So it's really important to understand that there's many different card number 3s and all the numbers in this beautiful Psychic Tarot Oracle card deck because they have 5 different categories. They use the power of 5, which represents the change. So we always have 5 potentials for the number that we receive. So today we're given another number 3. Now that number 3 is that mind, body, spirit connection. This one is coming to us in the black, which is a major arcana card. It is a powerful energy that is coming to us. This is of that higher guidance. So think of that as up in the third eye energy, up in the crown, asking us to elevate ourselves into knowing that we're so much more than just this human body. We are a soul having a human experience, but so many of us like to believe that it's the human here that is trying to make its way into this journey, and we feel detached from that higher self essence, that soul essence. A lot of us are always asking, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And today's message, number 3, is the card of fertility. And it is really here to tell us, what is it that you want to breathe life into? What is it that you want to breathe into creation? That is fertility, giving life to something. So as the human of you, and this picture that I'm looking at very much has the green of the heart center. So our first few days walking into the month of March has been all about getting clear in our heart, connecting with that power of love, knowing that we are here to love and be loved, connecting with the essence of rising up the vibrational energy by allowing yourself to be joyful, allowing yourself to be hopeful, knowing that that then feeds your electromagnetic field. It goes out into the world and it helps to support rising the vibration. Now we're at a time where there's places in the world that are under a lot of conflict. So we don't want to bring the conflict into ourselves and feed the world more conflict, or breathe into the pain of the situation and feed the world more pain. Fertility means that we have the opportunity to grow a new reality, a new creation, a new energy. So if we very mindfully take some time and in the heart center of us, we see a world that is beautiful. We see a world that is peaceful. We see a world that is understanding, it is compassionate, it is free in the sense that everybody gets to choose for themselves what their journey is and what's in their own highest good. Allowing that space to be non-judgmental. Allowing yourself to give yourself permission to be perfectly imperfect, to not feel that you have to try so hard, to not force something into creation, but to know that when you hold on to the seeds of potential and the seeds of hope and the seeds of faith, that it's going to grow and evolve in its own time. We would never sit there and yell at the dirt and tell the seedlings, the little plants, to hurry up and grow, hurry up and become that mighty oak tree. It doesn't happen that way. Everything takes a process. Everything takes time to come into existence. Everything unfolds and blooms in the beauty of creation as it's ready to do so. And that's where we grow in our evolution of a species of knowing it's not all about us. The world isn't happening to us. The world's not out to get you. You are a part of the world. So imagine that you are one little stone and you're in the middle of a river, and the river is flowing all around you. Now, depending on the weather and depending on other things happening around it, sometimes you're in a current that's quite forceful, other times you're in a current that's quite soft. Sometimes the sun is beating down with you, sometimes it's cold. Sometimes the water freezes over, sometimes it heats itself up. Sometimes it becomes polluted, sometimes it becomes clear. Now, that little pebble doesn't take things personally. It knows that it is part of the world. So as it is part of the world, it has the opportunity in that fertility, in that higher state of awareness, that mind, body, spirit balance, to know that it can learn to relax the physical body. It can learn to relax the emotional body. It can have faith in the hope and in the love and in trusting in that higher power to rise up its vibrational energy, rise up the spirit, to know that it's going to get through this moment in time, to know that there is always a solution to every problem, and to hold the faith. So you're being asked today to hold the faith. You're being asked to hold that vibrational energy of love, of peace, of compassion, of whatever is resonating in your heart, and to not discount the power of your own personal vibrational energy as it goes out into the world. Don't discount the power of cleaning off your own doorstep, cleaning off your own electromagnetic field. Your state of physical being, your state of emotional being, your state of allowing the harmonics to vibrate out into the world, that is felt by others around you. Now picture this as seeing somebody look at you with a great big smile. They look at you with the eyes of love and they give you this warm smile. Or having that experience where somebody really sees you and they look at you with such appreciation. Imagine for a moment what that is like. Now imagine for a moment that every time you are energetically calm or at peace or joyful or passionate, you're giving everybody else that same feeling, and you don't even have to do anything. Vibrational energy is so powerful. It really does start with each and every one of us. We can't fix the world. We can't save the world. We are like little ants. One little tiny ant. That's all you have to be. Now, an ant has 3 segments to it. It has a mind, body, spirit relationship. And there's thousands of ants out in the world, meaning you're one of the everyday people. And you matter, and your vibrational energy matters. So just imagine how one ant in that vibrational energy, one human, how they feel the joy and the hope and how that spreads to others around them. And as more and more start to connect to that energy and start to feel that support and start to feel that love and start to understand that this is how we rise the energetic relationship of the world, so that people stop with the war energy and they learn to come together more in the open understanding of creating a better future for all, not just a self-satisfying need. That's what's going to make the difference. And all we have to do is mindfully center back to ourselves. What are we personally contributing to the world around us in terms of our emotional energy? What are we personally able to do? Now, there are some days where absolutely you're going to be feeling the hurt, you're going to be feeling sadness, you're going through something in your own life journey, and it's important not to discount that. Love in those times become the form of really acknowledging that you need help, you need guidance, you need support, and allowing yourself to then ask for it, to find that, to seek it, to be an active participant in your own emotional and physical well-being, not to suffer in silence, because that is felt. So let us all very mindfully hold on to the seeds of fertility today. That power of 3 to check in with our own mind, body, spirit relationship, to get really clear on what it is that we do need. What are we able to offer out to others in terms of our vibrational energy? And where within our own journey do we need to reach out for support, to remind ourselves that we're not alone. We're sending you all so much love in this journey.